Okay, so car needs a bit of a clean, but other than that, and the things I'm going to list, it's okay. It should start alright. It hasn't started for about 4 or 5 days, so I'm just going to try it now without any accelerator. So it starts okay. No warning lights on there apart from there's a, I think it's one of the brake lights is out at the moment, so quick couple of quid new lamp. Right, so I'm going to put the roof down. Roof should be fine. So I just got this button here. So obviously drops all the windows first. Roof goes off. So going backwards now. Oh, I'd left something on the boot, I think. Lid on the boots, it's alright. So you should go, no, it's going down. Put it back up again. Quite a good mechanism. So it's the back fully down and it comes over. Looks nice, isn't it? There is a grating from behind, and that is this quarter window doesn't go up or down. I have had a look at it and it needs a clip inside the door panel on the back there, which I was going to get from BMW. I did it on a bank holiday and it was closed, and I thought, you know what, why do I need to bother with doing it, because it would need a clip, and then I would have to thread the wire that pulls it down. But you don't need that window to go up and down, basically. All the other windows work. The aircon needs regassing, but I've never needed it. I've had this car 2 years now. It's got a few little things wrong with it. I scraped it down, I bashed it into the side of a wall, so it's got a slight bump on the back, which I'll show you now. So you can probably make out the bump there. It's a bit of a difference in the contour there. I obviously painted over it. So a few little scratch marks could probably be rubbed out, but you know, it's not too bad. I mean, I don't like it obviously, but it's going to be reflected in the price. Other things wrong with it are, so this is the window that doesn't drop, but as I say, it's not a problem. You can actually drop it up and down by hand if you wanted to, but I wouldn't recommend it. You can't do that obviously if the front door's closed. You couldn't get your hand on there. Going back inside again, when I picked up the car, I think it was October 20. Yeah, October 20, so I haven't quite had it 2 years actually when I think about it. When I picked it up and I drove it home, I noticed when I stood at lights there was a smell of oil. I thought, oh great, that's not good. What it seems to be is it didn't drip oil at all, but when you driving along, I think there must be a slight oil leak, so the smell on the hot engine block was a bit naff, so I just used to put the air in recirc. And over the thousands of miles I've done, probably I don't know, about 8,000-9,000 miles, I think I've put less than 2 litres of oil in it to top it up, so it's not a massive problem. But again, that is reflected in the price. Anything else with it? Let me think. Recently I've changed 3 ignition coils. One went, about a month later another one went, then about 6 months after that another one went. They're all 3 different ones, so I guess potentially the 4th one might go at some point. They're only 25 quid and a 5-minute swap over, parts from Europarts. I've still got the 3 that I changed. One of them is actually very intermittent fault, so I could keep that as a spare, I suppose, if it did go in an emergency. The radio's a bit, it has got a CD player in it which plays intermittently. I think I'll try it now. It's got a CD, it's a scratch CD, so it's not perfect, so I changed to CD. Track 1. So it is playing now. I think I've just got dirty CDs, so I'm just playing at the moment. Obviously only an FM radio because it's an old car. But basically the aerial cable is a known fault in these. When it goes through the roof and into the boot, every time the roof goes up and down, it bends that cable and that cable's prone to break. It didn't work at all when I got the car, and I did join that cable. I only put a temporary joint in it, which has been temporary for a year and a half. So what I tend to do is use a Bluetooth speaker in here, but CD in the radio usually works reasonably well. I'm not sure if I showed you any other stations. That's hard. BBC Radio 2. Heart X not tuned in. Radio 4. Not that I would listen to that. The front alloys have got a couple of scratches on them, which I only did recently, unfortunately, because they were perfect when I got the car. I think there's a slow puncher in the front right tyre, which was actually a new tyre a few months ago. And every 6 weeks I top it up. On its recent MOT, I replaced the rear brake pipes. They were both changed. Can't remember if there was anything else that was changed. But the MOT, you can look online at the MOT status. So there's no reason why it shouldn't get through its next MOT. And if you spend a few £100, well, albeit, I don't know. I need to get rid of this because I haven't got anywhere to park it, basically, and I'm going to be away a lot this year, so I've got 2 other cars. So whilst this sun is shining, it's a good time to get rid of this because let somebody else enjoy it. I wouldn't be using it much this year. But I checked yesterday, just as part of the selling point, because you can't really lose with this car. To scrap it is, I got values between £450 and £490 scrap value of this car. So you're already going to get that back if it failed its MOT, you couldn't afford to get it fixed or whatever. But I would say if I kept it, I would probably no problem put it through MOT. I've done a lot of miles, it didn't let me down, apart from when the ignition coils went. So I'm not going to be accepting anything less than £800, anything less than £800, and I'll just keep it and scrap it if it doesn't pass its MOT, because there's no point in having 3 cars. Okay, I think that's it.